Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides to life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP. Change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and a host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you. And let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in the coffin, but you know you're not dead. You try to lift the lid of the coffin, but the enormous weight upon the lid is keeping that lid from opening. You just think you're going to die. But then you think, maybe if I bang on the lid, I might unsettle the dirt, and maybe, just maybe, somebody might notice and start digging their way down to help me. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn for help. In reality, I guarantee you there are people standing there. You just didn't know that. You just think, today, you will die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually using and abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, if, for whatever reason, you didn't have a chance to shout out, to reach out, to ask someone for help, do it now. Because did it ever cross your mind that people that wait too long, that take that chance of overdosing, are taking a life away that was preciously given to you by the Lord Jesus? Not just taking your own life, but so selfishly, you're taking the life of your children, your life away from your children. You're taking your life away from your grandchildren. You're taking your life away from all loved ones and friends. Folks, if you have a pulse, and you're breathing, and you're watching me, you still have a chance for a fair fight. Too many people think that drug and alcohol addiction is a choice. It's not. Folks, it's a disease that can only be battled and beaten with proper help. And you need to reach out for that help. Don't be the person that's on these index cards that waited until it was too late. With this, let me leave one last thought with you. If you wait too long, if you don't ask for help, you will be like the person on these index cards. And then it might be too late. Give me a call at 844-405-HELP, and I promise you, I will help you take your life back. Don't let your life go to waste. There are people like Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741. He is an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He has over 30 years experience, folks. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery, from low self-esteem to higher self-esteem, from depression to happier times. Go to www.odysseyconsultant.org and take a look at his website. Take a look at his experience. Take a look at his certification. He has over 30 years experience to help people like you, like me. Folks, call him at 516-458-2741. Larry Geis and I always tell folks like you, it doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter where you've been. We all have stories from the past. What matters is that you're here now, reaching verbally and physically out for help. The shameful thing is when you don't ask for help, because you do become like that person I read about from those index cards. When it's too late, it's too late. Some things are irreversible, like death. Overdose is irreversible. But if you have if you're breathing and you have a pulse, you have a fighting chance. Call Larry Geis, 516-458-2741. Let Larry Geis help you take your life back. Folks, yesterday's special Super Tuesday special, the segment that I did was about addiction. I spoke out of 7 candidates that are left on the Democratic and Republican side. I spoke about 6 and their views on addiction. I'm going to continue today, the 29th, one day before Super Tuesday, And today we're going to talk about where the 2016 candidates stand on mental health issues. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans experience mental health issues each and every year, according to the National Alliance on Mental Health Illness. But in an election cycle often dominated by worries about the economy and national security, mental health gets comparatively little exposure as a serious issue on the presidential campaign trail. In this election season, the issue has been brought up most frequently when candidates have discussed mass shootings. Candidates on both sides on the aisle have stressed the need to prevent mental people from acquiring guns, including Democrats advocating for gun control, as well as Republicans arguing the lack of treatment for mental health issues should be blamed for the mass shootings throughout the country. The heroin epidemic has also provided an opportunity for candidates to link drug addiction and mental health, with candidates like Bernie Sanders and John Kasich arguing that the nation's prison system must stop being used as a substitute for treatment. And mental health is also commonly mentioned in regards to the Department of Veterans Affairs, with many candidates promising to reform agency and give veterans access to proper care, including mental health. It's even more rare for candidates to mention mental health as its own issue, one that isn't prompted by national crisis or by question from audience members at all. Out of all the 2016 candidates, Hillary Clinton and John Kasich are perhaps the most vocal advocates for mental health care. Clinton has called for mental health to be treated with parity to physical health issues. During the run-up to Iowa caucuses, Clinton frequently criticized the state's Republican governor, Terry Branstad, for closing 2 of the state's 4 mental hospitals. Kasich, who is often attacked by conservatives for expanding Medicaid in his own home state of Ohio, has argued that the move has helped treat mentally ill. Bernie Sanders also occasionally speaks on his stump speeches about including mental health as part of health care plan, and has called for mental health revolution, usually in regards to making sure people are treated in the light of national conversation on mental health and on guns. And though it's not part of the stump speech, Marco Rubio has talked about the stigma surrounding mental health issues when asked about it by many voters. Some candidates have taken different approach and have joked about the issue, when it's no joking matter. Cruz has said multiple times that he has a lot of experience with mental health issues because he has dealt with the Congress. It's a joke and poor taste. And Dr. Ben Carson has said that established Republicans have a mental disorder. Below is a selection, or coming up is a selection of candidates have said about mental health on the campaign trail. These are all going to be quotes and unquotes. This is Dr. Ben Carson, quote, "We do not provide requisite support or finances for the mentally ill in this country, and we clearly have to address that because it is a domino effect. Every mentally ill person is not living in isolation. They affect other people who are around them, and a lot of facilities in this country are sitting empty where we could easily be providing the appropriate care," unquote, January 4th, Staten Island, New York. This one is Hillary Clinton, quote unquote, "There's a mental health and substance abuse, both of which are incredibly expensive, heart-wrenching, and in many ways unaddressed in communities across our country. We're supposed to have parity. That means if you have mental health problems, you are supposed to get them taken care of, just like if you have physical problems in any hospital. There shouldn't be any distinction between the two. Because the more we learn about genetics, the more we learn about the way the body works, we know that there are connections, don't we? And we do have, and we will argue, very hard to remove the stigma on mental health," unquote. This was January 6th in Henderson, Nevada. And then Ted Cruz, quote unquote, "It's sad to see the Democrats take a horrific crime and try to use it as an excuse not to go after people with serious mental health issues who are repeated felons and criminals, but rather to try to use it as an excuse to take away the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens," unquote. And for you folks that don't know what the Second Amendment right is, it's the right to bear arms. This was June 19th in Red Oak, Iowa. John Kasich, quote unquote, when you help people who people normally in politics run over, people notice. Here's what I mean. You know how easy it is for politics to ignore the resources you need for mentally ill people. It's real easy. They don't have a lobby. They don't have any power. So when they tend to them, when you make sure that they treat them right, the great thing is, do they really get to treatment? I don't think so. And people notice that, and they don't respect that. And so don't ever ignore those who don't have power, because those people are the ones that are helping other people more than anyone else, unquote. January 19th in Concord, New Hampshire. Marco Rubio, quote, there's a stigma associated with it. We have to remove it. Mental health is no different than any other disease. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not nothing to be ashamed of. It happens, and people at any age who have it deserve access to treatment, quality treatment quickly, and we, as the society, should not stigmatize it. This was unquote, January 5th, Fort Dodge, Iowa. This is Bernie Sanders, quote, I think we need a revolution in mental health, and that revolution is making sure that many thousands of people who are walking the streets of America today, who are suicidal or homicidal, get the help that they need, and they get it now. Not 2 months from now, not 6 months from now, but today, now, unquote. December 6th, CBS Face the Nation. Last but not least is Donald Trump, quote, we have a tremendous mental health problem. We're closing places all over the world. All over the country, they're closing places. Nobody's doing anything about that. All they want to do is blame the guns. And it's not the gun that pulls the trigger, unquote. January 3rd, CBS Face the Nation. And to be quite honest with you, that quote from Donald Trump, what he's referring to is that it seems like any mass shooting, any mental health issue, where there is some death involved via gun, it seems like the media and the Democrats are saying it was due to the mental health person having a gun that caused this. But it's really deeper than that. The deeper root is that mental health issues within certain individuals are exactly what they are, mental health issues. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans experience mental health illness each and every day. 1 out of 5. So picture yourself, folks. If you have 5 friends, 1 of you folks have mental health issues or had them. But in the election cycle, now we seem to talk about it a lot more than we do throughout the year. Mostly talked about mental health issues, like I said, is during a mass shooting or a crime committed. This is a topic that should be talked about each and every day. It's a serious topic. It's an overwhelming, crucial topic to be addressed. The epidemic of drugs, addiction, and mental health issues in this country have gone way too long unaddressed. Again, the folks that we talked about, Dr. Ben Carson, Hillary Clinton, Ted Cruz, we spoke John Kasich, Marco Rubio, I should say, Bernie Sanders, and Donald Trump. Folks, isn't it time for mental health issues, addictions to drugs, alcohol, all to be categorized as one unit? And that would be, their diseases. Our jails, whether it's prisons or local jails, are overcrowded with nonviolent drug offender, nonviolent alcohol offenders that should be getting treatment, not jail. Why do I feel that folks are in jail for this? It's because it's all about the money. Let me just clarify where I stand on anything that I just read. I do not have any leaning towards any candidate publicly. I do have my own personal thoughts on who I'd like to see become president. But one thing I've learned from the past is never talk about politics and religion openly, because all it does is cause arguments with folks. My job here was to give you the opportunity to hear what each and every candidate has said about mental health. You could Google this. This is directly from Google. All you have to do is Google where the 2016 candidates stand on mental health issues, and you can see exactly what I just read. to you to be right there. I didn't edit any of this. My job, again, as the show host, is to bring this into your living room, your kitchen, wherever you might be watching me. Again, yesterday we addressed the presidential candidates on addiction. I believe 6 candidates had their views. The only one that was missing from that was the 7th, which was John Kasich. So this is all before Super Tuesday. Tomorrow's Super Tuesday. I hope to God that you all make the right decision. After Super Tuesday, I think the field will lessen from 7, maybe down to 5 or 4. At that point, I will pick 1 or 2 more topics that I feel are directly related to what we discuss on this show, and I will compare the last candidate standing on how they feel about those issues, and I will bring that into your living room, into your kitchen, so that you have the opportunity to make the decision on who you want to become president. Now, Super Tuesday will not cover all areas, but by March 15th, most of the areas will be covered. But Super Tuesday is a huge one because I think it would eliminate 1, 2, or 3 candidates. Folks, I hope to God that you enjoyed this segment, I should say. I hope you all have a great day, and may God bless each and every one of you.
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. The show is over, but your life starts today. Taking back your life's the only way. Keep faith, stay positive, push through. Take back your life, it starts with you. Alcohol and drugs can't control your life. Let go of the negative and the strife. Ralf Friedrichs is the man guiding your way. The show is over, but your life starts today. Call Ralf Friedrichs at 1-844-405-HELP. That's 1-844-405-HELP. We hope you love the show today and tune in next time. Take back your life today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Yeah.